Hey, welcome back. Y'all already know for what? A quick little video. So with that being said, y'all, we can ready to get into this actual video. Now, we are going to be speaking about no other than TOOKEN. All right, TOOKEN. Okay, so TOOKEN is in the headlines again over here on my channel, you get me? So this whole thing that has been going down, for the entire week about TOOKEN taking her twins to the hospital and, asking them to be tested for autism. So a lot of you already know that my parents own group homes or whatever. So I do have a lot of experience when it actually comes to this particular topic. I am under no circumstances a licensed professional. But as in to see, I can tell right away. So I'm going to take it back because I don't know if you guys actually know this. So you know the girl that's on here, her name is Domo Wilson or whatever. She was, girlfriends with the girl Chrissy or whatever. So I remember when she had her son, okay? And what she would do is she would bring her son on, and...
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Would you shut up? And what she basically would do is she would bring, her son on here from time to time. All right. Just regular mommy, showing her kid because she's proud of her kid, right? So I remember this. I remember looking at him. I remember, his eye contact. I remember so many things that he would do on camera. Okay. Right away, after watching this kid, I would say 2 times, I knew exactly what was wrong. So, she didn't really know what was wrong. She said, that she was going through some stuff and, she didn't want to tell us right away, but she would tell us. So me knowing I could look at the child and see that he was autistic. So what happened was Domo went and had him, tested and came back onto camera when she was comfortable enough to actually tell us that he was autistic. So she came on and she told everybody, she said, I got something to tell y'all, blah, blah, blah. I said, right in my mind, I'm like, okay, so she's getting ready to basically tell us that her son is autistic. All right. And she did. Now, this is the thing about it. No mother, no parent wants to be told that their child has some type of disorder or special needs that needs to be done. Okay. What I'm going to say to you guys is that when you have a child that is autistic, brother, sister, whatever, it's hard. It's very hard. So no mother, again, or parent wants to be told that. And I mean, it's totally understandable. But if you are a parent and your children are being put onto the camera as TOOKEN puts her kids onto the camera, and you have millions of people that watch your channel, you have people that watch your channel that have licensed degrees, that are doctors, that are nurses, that are therapists, that actually deal with this. They can even be secretaries that work in the office. They know because that is what they deal with and that is what they see every day in and day out. So my thing is that if you actually have these people on here, okay, and they are coming in your comments, they are sending you emails to tell you to go and get your child tested because they may be autistic. Now, a lot of us know, that work with autistic kids. We already know that autism is higher in the boys than in girls. Now, I really don't want to really get into this or whatever. She put this out here. Okay. Me, I'm looking at it as TOOKEN. You should have never, ever got onto your camera. Okay. Let us hear you call to get your child appointments. It was ridiculous to me. I felt like people have already told you what they think is going on. So as a parent, and a parent that actually cares for her child, instead of putting that child and exploiting him, that he or she may have autism, that has behavioral problems and all of that, making appointments on camera, which was totally ridiculous. I did not agree with that at all, TOOKEN. We already know, TOOKEN, some of the questions that you asked made no sense. You already know, TOOKEN, that you have someone in your family that actually is very, very close to you, which is your sister who is autistic. So with that being said, TOOKEN, that means that autism runs in your family heavy. Okay? We never ever see you, TOOKEN, with that sister. We never ever see TOOKEN's mom with that child. We don't ever see that. We don't ever see Jasmine, going and spending time with her sister, because TOOKEN has no job. No job at all. So with that being said, you have all the time in the world to go and get your sibling that we never, ever, ever see between you and your mother, and bring her over there and let her spend the day with you. You have no job. All right. You stay in the house, you stay in the bed so you can do that. So what that leads me to say is this right here. You don't want your sister to be shown, but you get on here and you put your son on the forefront for everyone to look at what you are doing. I thought, TOOKEN, that was some real bullshit. Okay? That's what I thought. All right. I thought, TOOKEN, that you would have more care for your twins when it came to this actual, sensitive situation, because autism runs in your family. So, TOOKEN, let me kick some knowledge to you real quick. All right. So, autism normally is not determined until the child reaches around 2 years old. Okay? Okay? When you take your child to see the pediatrician, and that's another question that I have, TOOKEN, do your child have one set pediatrician? Okay? Because it seems like to me what you do is you just make an appointment with whoever, can see him. And normally when you have a child, you need them to have that one pediatrician, because they study your child. They know exactly what is going on with your child. They can see, they have that indented in their mind, how the child looks and everything. So you sit there, put all your son's business out. Don't know who is actually watching this, but you are looking at it like, oh, we're looking at it, TOOKEN. You're like this, oh, I'm going to get some views on this, oh, that. But see, TOOKEN, the pediatrician, that's why I don't understand why you keep trying to get the pediatrician to tell you if he's autistic, okay? You never told the pediatrician, unless I asked him off the camera, that your family has autism in it. 9 times out of 10, when you tell the pediatrician that your child, that you have autism that is in your family, they make you get an evaluation right away. So before this actual appointment, you said that you went to another appointment. That was back in whatever, okay? You said that the pediatrician told you that she did not, she, whatever, did not think that your child had autism. Now, I don't know if you know this, TOOKEN, but a pediatrician is not the person that diagnoses a child with autism. You have to go and have that child seen first, if I'm not mistaken, by a neurologist. See, a lot of y'all think, you get what I'm saying, that I come on here, I joke and all that type of shit, that I don't, you know what I'm saying, can't get real serious and don't know what I be talking about. No, I'm going to teach you today, Jasmine. We going to learn, okay? Let's do it. So they see that neurologist, and then your neurologist, sets up more appointments. They send you to the behavioral therapy. All right. They send you through the occupational. Okay. They also send you to go and get go see a ear, nose, and throat doctor, because a lot of times with people and they're trying to be diagnosed their kids with autism, they want to make sure that that child does not have any type of hearing issues. So they send your child to all of these different places. Now, we are looking at your son and the other twin, the twins, okay? And I have said this more than one time, that your twin son, all right, he shows a lot of characteristics that a child that is autism shows. So he has poor social skills. He has problems with cognitive thinking. He has sensory problems with hearing and stuff like that. That's why he acts like that. He moves his hands sometimes, and that's what you call, when they move their hands, it's called stimming. And he sometimes lines his toys up in rows. I've seen him do this. Next, what he seems to do is not give you eye contact. Now, I absolutely, myself, from the experience, and I've told you this, and it is what it is, I'm going to actually be honest, the child is autistic. Now, Tooken, this is the problem that I am having with you at this point. Your son needs to be tested by a neurologist and make those appointments. A pediatrician, Tooken, cannot do that. All right. What makes this so sad is the fact that you keep jumping over this, whereas though your son is at a age, he's 3 or whatever. At the age of 3, their brains are so open, you get what I'm saying, that if you try to get him help now, he will inhale it better into his brain, because he's so small and his brain is so young, and it's like a sponge. It will soak up all of the stuff that you teach him. At this point right now, you need to get him the help that he needs, so therefore when he gets older, he will be able to deal with regular activities. And what I mean by that is activities of daily living. He will be able to dress himself. He will be able to fix his own food. He will be able to have good eye contact. He will be able to have social skills to make friends, okay? He will be able to read. Now, this is the other thing. There are different forms of autism. All right. What I was just saying, that he will be able to do stuff like activities of daily living, that normally is a child that has Asperger's. Okay. That is one of the mildest forms of autism. That right there. They're very, very high functioning. Don't get it twisted. Autism children are very, very smart. Very smart. So they have another form of autism, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's called PPD or somewhere around that line, okay? And those are the kids, that don't like the noise. All right. They have a lot of behavioral problems. All right. They have a lot of, social problems. They can't pay attention. They don't have contact. They line up their toys in, a certain way. They don't eat certain things because of the texture and how it feels in their mouth. Most kids that are autistic, they have to keep on the same schedule. Once you take that schedule off of them and they are out of it, it can cause them to have behavioral problems. They don't like change. They don't. See, at this age that he is at, your son is basically non-verbal. He has no social skills. He doesn't have any motor skills, any sensory, all of that. So what I am saying to you, TOOKEN, is that him not being able to communicate, that's why he screams like that, because he's not able to get, what he wants across. You can look at him and tell that he has problems with, like when stuff is around him and, sounds and all of that, he may need headphones. That's what they do with a lot of them as well. You can tell. So by him not being able to communicate with you, they have what you call with a child that is autism, and they are nonverbal. They will supply you with an iPad, or they will supply you with what is called a augmentation device. They will come out to your house and help with speech. They will come out to your house to train you on how to deal with what is going on. That is why I am stressing to you, TOOKEN, to get on top of this. Because if you don't, the only thing that is going to happen is that the older he gets, it's going to be harder and harder and harder to try to teach him what he needs at that point. It's going to be very, very hard. Now, do I think that, his twin has it? Absolutely. But I think that she has basically a milder form than what your son has. I don't even know what else to I mean, seriously, I gotta be honest. I don't know what else, to say. I mean, a lot of times, see, this is the thing about reactors, or at least this reactor, you get me? A lot of reactors, when they are speaking and, they are telling you something, y'all seem to think that we are always trying to bash y'all. We're not trying to bash y'all. We are actually trying to help. That's what we're doing. That is exactly what we are doing. And with that being said, TOOKEN, please go and take care of, your twins, and make sure they get all of the special needs, all of it. So therefore, they can progress in life. Give them a chance. Don't sit there and be lazy, because when you have a child that has autism, yes, it is very hard. They have to go through so many different therapy appointments because he's young. Sometimes 3-4 appointments a week that you'll have to take, him or both of them to. So, I mean, y'all, that's all I gotta say. I'm gonna see all of y'all beautiful people in the next video later.